Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Last month was one of the craziest months in AI, with huge tech events and product launches from India and the rest of the world. So let's jump into the top 9 AI news from last month. If you're new here, I'm Srinath Warrior, tech co-founder and musician from Bangalore, and together let's explore this amazing world of AI. On 8th of May, Makemytrip announced that it was collaborating with Microsoft to add an AI voice chatbot to help you plan and book your travel faster. While the chatbot is in English and Hindi, they are also testing out local languages like Bhojpuri. Depending on what kind of a traveler you are, it will help you narrow down your search, summarize hotel reviews, and even customize and book holiday packages for you. While I've already started using ChatGPT for my travel, this would be a game changer for personalized travel recommendations. On 10th May, Google announced a bunch of new features at its Google I/O event. Google Magic Editor lets you do some amazing edits to your image using AI, such as changing the color of your sky or literally moving subjects within the image. Bard will soon open up integration with external tools like Khan Academy or Instacart. This is already available as ChatGPT plugins in Bing. They demoed an integration with Adobe Firefly to generate responses based on your input prompt. I'm sure that soon we'll also see Indian apps like Swiggy, Zomato or Flipkart connected to Bard. Google Search itself is getting a conversational AI mode where you could chat with the Google's response to drill down to exactly what you're looking for, probably eliminating the need to open a website at all. Google Duet brings AI to the Google Workspace, which means you could do stuff like creating images on the fly in Google Slides or data classification in Google Sheets. You could even use AI in Google Docs to create most of your text automatically. AI in Gmail can generate entire email conversations. It still doesn't understand email thread context, but once it does that, it can actually summarize an entire email thread for you or even respond in your own style of writing. Project Tailwind is a super interesting project. It lets you chat with and query your entire Google Workspace and all the files inside it. At a platform level, they introduced Palm 2, which is their new large language model, which is already used in Bard, and its next version, which is called Gemini, which I think you could compare with GPT-5. They also introduced Vertex, which is a platform for other companies to build AI services on top of Google's GPUs. Speaking of Google Vertex, Indian companies Infosys, TCS and Wipro all announced that they would be entering into the generative AI solution space. While Infosys Topaz would be built on their in-house AI and cloud frameworks, TCS and Wipro announced that they would be building their apps on top of Google's Vertex. Similar to how cloud companies in the last 10 years were built on Amazon's AWS or Microsoft's Azure or Google's GCP, future AI companies will be built on Google Vertex, Microsoft's Azure ML or Amazon's AWS SageMaker. Microsoft also had its Build event on May 23rd, where they announced multiple updates to ChatGPT, Bing, and their own personal assistant called Copilot. Copilot is now available within the Windows OS itself. It can help you change or access system settings and even play music on Spotify. They also introduced Copilot AI into internal tools like CMD Terminal or Visual Studio Code, which as a developer is super helpful to debug issues while coding. Interestingly, Apple's WWDC did not have too much of a mention on AI. This might be a differentiating factor for people to choose Windows over Mac, maybe not for the Apple loyalists. ChatGPT plugins are now automatically available within Bing and Copilot. So tomorrow, if Swiggy or Flipkart were to build ChatGPT plugins, you could directly order from your Windows laptop without even opening the browser. A few weeks after this event, Microsoft also announced that Microsoft Designer would now be coming into Teams, which would let you create images using text, similar to Midjourney or Stable Diffusion. On May 23rd, Adobe Photoshop introduced a new feature called Generative Fill, which basically uses their tool Firefly to generate and edit images using AI. This tool lets you create stunning images by automatically generating elements using your prompts. It can be used to remove unwanted objects or extend your images. It can even be used to combine two completely different images into what looks like a single image. Myntra announced a new search feature called MyFashionGPT, where it would use ChatGPT to help you search for products easily. You can search for specific outfits by typing text in a conversational manner. Based on your query, you'll be shown products across multiple categories, like apparel, footwear, or accessories. This is already live on the app. It's not completely accurate all the time, but I think it's a great start. NVIDIA stock went up by 25% in a single day. And they also hit the 1 trillion market cap level on May 30th, which only 5 other companies are at right now. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang announced new computer software, services and solutions for generative AI. One of the main reasons for this growth is that NVIDIA's graphics cards is used for the development of ChatGPT. Some market research firms estimate that ChatGPT would eventually require around 30,000 NVIDIA GPUs to run. On June 7th, Sam Altman visited India, and he mentioned how surprised he was by the early adoption of ChatGPT in India. In fact, India has the second highest number of users of the tool. He also met PM Modi on June 9th to discuss about how AI could affect jobs and how countries might regulate AI. This is really important because India is planning to release a Digital Indian Bill in June, replacing the previous bill which was released in 2000. So this could actually shape the way Indian internet works. There might even be regulations on social media tools or generative AI websites like ChatGPT. Interestingly, Sam Altman was also part of the US Senate hearing regarding how US government would put in regulations for use of generative AI tools. We can definitely expect some kind of country level regulations coming in for AI across the world. And finally, Apple had its WWDC event this week. While it seemed like they didn't want to use the word AI at all, they did have a lot of features which were AI driven. They announced that the iOS 17 keyboard would use a transformer language model for autocorrection and word prediction, which basically uses AI. They also had audio to text features like call or audio message transcription. The new iPad OS also has a feature called enhanced autofill, which is used to identify fields in a PDF and autofill them with personal information. And of course, the big update that everyone seems to be talking about is the Vision Pro. The Vision Pro seems to be full of AI and ML features, like the digital avatar that's created from your face when you talk to someone via the device. Personally, what I found super cool is how you can tap your fingers to select what your eye is tracking on the screen right now. It's one of the most innovative user interactions I've seen in a very long time. The speed at which new AI updates are rolling out might be a little overwhelming. So I've put together this free Google Sheet to track and categorize these AI tools. I've also highlighted which ones can be used for free and how to utilize them to improve your productivity. So join the community and keep letting me know your feedback and suggestions. Thank you for watching.